definitely something going on tonight. I can hear it like way over there. I can see some lights as well. I might have to go investigate. It's a nice little sunset. Oh, hey, look, hey, beer. Beer ferry's been. Well, that's very nice of the beer ferry. And about time, my new boat has arrived. It's just over there. That's how you transport boats, by the way. Boats transport boats all around the world. Some big news. It's raining. I'm having trouble with generators. I'm not going to go into it right now because it's too complicated, but problems with generators. It sucks, it really sucks. But anyway, so I put this down. Sorry, I put the bimini down so that more sun would hit this, more sun, right? Would hit the solar panel. But then it started pouring with rain, so it doesn't really matter. But I've rewired things inside, so I'm using a lot less power, because the only power generation I have right now is the solar, is the sun. I mean, I've got a couple more weeks, months out because it's expensive in the marina, but when we get to October, November, December, no, beginning of November, I'm going into the marina, and I think I'm gonna get, if I can, an annual berth, because when I'm out here, I like it being out here, but I kind of like being in a marina more because you feel more connected to Malta. I can get more work done. I'm not constantly struggling with power, keeping the refrigerators running, making sure the engine starts. I mean, this morning the boat just dragged its anchor a bit, and I went to start the engine and the battery was flat, and it was like, fuck! So I had to rewire everything downstairs very quickly so that the solar was charging the main batteries instead of the solar batteries. But anyway, it's about 7,000 a year to stay in the marina, but honestly I think it's worth it, because that's not, if you're paying rent, you know, in LA I was paying 2,000 a month, so for 12 months 7,000 seems like quite a good deal. You pay a little bit extra for power, but honestly it's not much, and I can still use my power, my solar for power, so I'm not using as much of the marina power. It'll actually make the channel a bit more interesting because I'll be able to go out on adventures as opposed to just watching videos of me trying to start like generators, outboards and everything. So it's good news, it's good news. And it's also connected to another very big project that I want to start, well I am starting working on, but I can't talk about that right now because I want to make sure that it's actually going ahead. There's some forest fires in, I think, Greece, so it's a bit hazy, a bit red, but it looks pretty. But today I'm going to try and build a shade structure. That's exciting. So I'm going to make this thing a bit more permanent, and then I'm going to put in 4 points, kind of like this but different. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's going to go up and around here, and then I can put another solar panel up there. I'm going to go up to the hardware store. There's a very good hardware store here. They're super helpful. It's just up that way. And this crappy piece of wood is going to get replaced soon as well. This was just a sort of proof of concept thing where I can hang the dinghy at the back. But obviously I don't want this here, I want it to be metal. And I just haven't quite figured how to mount it yet to make it most efficient. I'm still working on it. And these fittings are galvanized and these are stainless. So we should be okay with no rust. Because pretty much everything that can rust on a boat will rust, especially in the warm weather, salty water. Yeah, they're gonna rust. If it's not stainless or galvanized, you're in trouble. Good morning. It is about 6 o'clock in the morning, and I went to bed early last night, and if I go to bed early I always wake up early, so I'm like, but you get me early in the morning, what could be better? Yesterday I built the shade structure at the back, which I'm kind of proud of. It was very easy to do. A lot easier than I expected it to be doing. All the bits just went together exactly as I planned it. I don't have a generator on board right now. I gave this guy a couple of generators to fix, and he's had them a month now, and they're not fixed. And over here, we have that big roll-on, roll-off monster with a fuel boat. That is known as bunkering, and the oil that they take on is called bunker oil, which is the shittiest of the crude oil. They distill it, they refine it, but only just. It's not far from what comes out of the ground, and it's not very clean, but people still want their shit, so you know, they're slowly replacing boat engines. And the newer boats they have LPG power, or they're just a lot better than the old ones. You see the old ones cruise out of here and they're just smoking. It's not good. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's some Psytrance playing just over there, and I'm like, cool. So I just went over there, and as I was going past him, I'm like, cool music. And then he came over to me and he goes, come over for a beer. Cheers. Today is just one of those like perfect weather days. There's a really sweet breeze coming in, maybe 10 knots at maximum. And then it's about 28, I believe, degrees centigrade. 70, 71 Fahrenheit, just perfect. Couple of clouds in the sky, nice breeze, just beautiful. And there's the Malta Freeport over there. If every day was just like this, This boat is a little bit old. I think 37 years old now, and I've got a feeling that this water heater's probably been in here since day one. It started leaking, and you know, that's not good. And so I've tried several times, but I think this one will do it. I got this little like rotary thing, and I got it down. I got all the corrosion off it, and I got it down to the bare copper. And then I put all the JB weld on it. So it's been sitting now for 18 hours. And this is the moment of truth. Now I'm just going to turn the pressure on again and see what happens. That looks good. No leaks. Now I don't know if it's going to stay no leaks. For now, bingo, that was a good job done. And this is how we get water when I'm on the hook. If I'm in a marina, it's dead easy because these sort of things like this are all on the pontoon. But if I'm not on the pontoon, you have to find one that's like this. And luckily, my very helpful friend Robert has a little key fob thing that you pay for. So you're paying for the water. It's not free, but it's super cheap. But it's quite a long throw from where the spigot is. I just like saying the word spigot to the boat. So you can see the hose pipe goes all the way along there and then all the way up there to my boat. And if you look carefully, I met a fisherman the other day when I was here. Well, not the other day, I met a fisherman a couple of months ago when I was here, and he has a friendly flag on his boat. Isn't that cool? Watching the news coverage of the Burning Man disaster fiasco, whereas my friends are like, wow, that was awesome, so much fun, couple extra days out there, brilliant. The funniest one was the New York fucking Times, who were like, Burning Man revelers finally escape mud quagmire on Monday, which is the day that people usually leave Burning Man. It's so weird. The reaction is so weird and so off base. The BBC, I will say, the BBC did a good job, because they actually had a person who's been to Burning Man before at Burning Man, and he did a report going, yeah, there's no problem here. I mean, it's wet and muddy and it sucked for a few hours, but everyone's just rallied together and they're having a blast. So, and the BBC put that out and covered it all properly. CNN also did something where they talked to someone who is at Burning Man as opposed to just talking to the rumors. And she's like, no, it's fine. It sucked for a bit, but now it's great again. And I'm sure I'll be back. But so funny. Anyway, yeah, Tuesday morning, there's going to be a storm blowing through here on Thursday. So today I'm going to get the boat ready. This is my mooring buoy, and these are the ropes. You can see how big they are. So this boat won't be going anywhere. It might be rolling a little bit, but you know, the one thing I'm not looking forward to is if it's cloudy, I don't really have power, and that sucks because the freaking idiot that's supposed to be fixing my generator has not fixed it yet. I bought a couple of new solar panels, this one and that one over there, but only this one's wired in right now, so that's helping with my power situation. But a couple of days of being low on power is not the end of the world, so I'll just grin and bear it. I'm just bitching because I can. And when you walk down the side of a boat, you have one hand for the boat and one hand for you. One hand for you, one hand for the boat. That means if the boat lurches because of the waves, you've got one hand on the boat. Always keep one hand on the boat, always. Okay, I think we have things temporarily sorted. We've got one panel here for when the sun comes up over there, And then I've got my main panels here, which are charging the main boat battery. And then down here, I have the other panel, which is linked to that panel. And that one is when the sun goes down over there.